नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यम् तन्तोटकं वार्तिककारविज्ञान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्लोक 13 अध्याय 18 पञ्चैतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्। Let us look into the Bhashya. Ataha Paramarthadarshinaha eva Ashesha Karma Sannyasitvam Sambhavati Avidyadhyaropitatvat Atmani क्रियाकारकफलानां न तु अज्ञस्य अधिष्ठानादीनि क्रियाकर्तॄणि कारकाणि आत्मत्वेन पश्यतः अशेषकर्मसन्न्यासः संभवति तदेतत् उत्तरैः श्लोकैः दर्शयति। This is a sambandha to the following shlokas. In following 4 shlokas, 5 shlokas, following 5 shlokas, that is starting from 13 up to 70. In these shlokas, Bhagavan explains how only a jnani is free from all the karmas. Ataha, therefore refers to the previous shloka. An ajnani who is a karmi has 3 types of phala. A jnani who has given up the karma is free from the karma phala. It has been mentioned. Therefore, Paramarthadarshinaha eva, only for a Paramarthadarshi, a jnani, Ashesha Karma Sannyasitvam Sambhavati, only he can give up all the karmas. Why only a jnani can be free from all the karmas. Why not an ajnani? Avidyadhyaropitatvat, because the karmas avidyadhyaropitatvat atmani kriyakaraka phalanam. The kriya, karaka and phala, karma includes these three. First of all, karaka, the factors related to action, karta, karana, karma, etc. And then kriya, the karakas produce kriya, action. Various factors give rise to the action, and the action gives rise to result, phala. Therefore, the context of karma includes these three: kriya, karaka and phala. The kriya, karaka and phala are superimposed on the atma on account of avidya. Kriyakaraka phalana. See, kriyakaraka phala includes all dvaita. The dvaita prapancha consists of kriyakaraka phala. The duality consists of kriyakaraka phala. These kriyakaraka phala are superimposed on the atma. Atmani avidya adhyaropitatvat. They are superimposed on the atma on account of avidya. One can be free from these only when there is vidya. Since they are superimposed by avidya, one can be free from them only when there is vidya, only when there is knowledge. Therefore, natu ajnasya adhishthānādīni क्रियाकर्तॄणि कारकाणि आत्मत्वेन पश्यतः अशेषकर्मसन्न्यासः सम्भवति. Tu means unlike a jnani. Ajnasya, for an ajnani superimposes all the dvaita, all the karakas on the atma. Kriyakartrani karakani. The karakas are kriyakartrani. They are the ones who give rise to action. Karakas are the ones who give rise to action. An action is possible only when there are karakas. At least karta should be there. The doer should be there. Doer is one karaka. Then there is instrument, karana, adhikarana, locus, etc. So adhishthānādīni means adhikaranadi. Adhishthana means adhikarana, locus. Various factors are there. And these factors are kriyakartruni. They are the ones that accomplish action. Atmatvena pashyataha. An ajnani superimposes them on the atma, meaning he attributes a reality to the karakas and he considers himself as associated with the karakas. That is the idea of Atmatvena Pashyataha. अशेष कर्म संन्यासः न संभवति. अशेष कर्म संन्यासा, giving up of all the karmas, na sambhavati. The na should be connected here. Na sambhavati. It is not possible for an ajnani. Tadetat. This idea uttaraihi shlokaihi darshayati. This idea is conveyed, this idea is shown in the following shlokas. Uttaraihi shlokaihi. Through the following shlokas, following few shlokas, darshayati, Bhagavan shows, Bhagavan points out. In order to show this fact, Bhagavan describes various factors of action, various causes of action. पंच एतानि वक्ष्यमाणानि हे महाबाहो कारणानि निर्वर्तकानि निबोध मे मम इति उत्तरत्र चेतः समाधानार्थं वस्तु वैषम्य प्रदर्शनार्थं च तानि च कारणानि ज्ञातव्यतया स्तौति सांख्ये ज्ञातव्याः पदार्थाः संख्यायन्ते यस्मिन् शास्त्रे तत् सांख्यं वेदान्तः कृतान्तः इति तस्यैव विशेषणं कृतम् इति कर्म उच्यते तस्य अन्तः कृतस्य परिसमाप्तिः यत्र सः कृतान्तः कर्मान्तः इति एतत् यावानर्थः उदपाने सर्वं कर्माखिलं पार्थ ज्ञाने परिसमाप्यते इति आत्मज्ञाने संजाते सर्वकर्मणां निवृत्तिं दर्शयति. अतः तस्मिन् आत्मज्ञानार्थे सांख्ये कृतान्ते वेदान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये निष्पत्त्यर्थं सर्वकर्मणां पंच एतानि. In some books imani may be there. It is also correct. These etani means these five. Vakshamanani, the five will be enumerated in the following shloka. Therefore, vakshamanani, which will be told, which will be mentioned. He Mahabaho, O Mahabahu, Arjuna, Karanani. These five are the Karanas for any karma, the cause for any karma. Karanani means nirvartakani, the ones that bring about a karma. The factors that bring about a karma, the factors that make an action possible. Nibodha me is equal to mama. We have to supply vachanat, mama vachanat, from my words. Nibodha, understand clearly. Why Bhagavan says understand clearly? Uttaratra chetas samadhanartham vastu vaishamya pradarshanarthancha. Bhagavan tells Arjuna, understand clearly. By saying understand clearly, Bhagavan is conveying 2 points. Number one, Uttaratra chetas samadhanartham. In order to make Arjuna focus his mind on the following shlokas. Uttaratra, in the following. Chetas samadhanartham. So that Arjuna focuses his mind. And also, Vastu Vaishamya Pradarshanarthancha. Vastu Vaishamya, the subject matter of the following shloka, is Vishama, is difficult, intricate. In order to show that also, Bhagavan says, Nibodha. It is not easy to understand. Don't think it is simple. Therefore, pay more attention. Tani cha karanani, those karanas, jnatavyataya stauti. Bhagavan praises those karanas, the five karanas, in order to convey that they are jnatavya, they are worth knowing. The five karanas are worth knowing. Jnatavyataya, in order to show that they are worth knowing, Bhagavan stauti. He glorifies those karanas. Sankhye, so this is Stuti. Sankhye Kratante Proktani. This part is Stuti. Stuti of the knowledge of the five karanas. Sankhye, Bhashyakara explains the word Sankhye. Sankhya refers to Vedanta. Why Vedanta is called Sankhya? Sankhyayante asmin iti Sankhyam. That in which certain things are explained is called Sankhya. Sankhya is a Shastra in which the facts that are worth knowing are explained. See, ज्ञातव्याः पदार्थाः संख्यायन्ते. ज्ञातव्याः पदार्थाः, the facts that are worth knowing, संख्यायन्ते, they are explained, यस्मिन् शास्त्रे, in which shastra, tat साङ्ख्यं, that shastra is called Sankhya, meaning Vedanta. Vedanta Shastra. Because the facts that are worth knowing are told in Vedanta. Atma, Brahman, Jiva Brahma Aikya. All these are described in Vedanta. Therefore, Vedanta is called Sankhya. Kritantaha iti tasyaiva visheshanam. Kritantaha is a visheshana of Sankhya. Vedanta itself is called Kritanta. Why Vedanta is called Kritanta? Bhashyakara explains. Kritam iti karma uchyate. Kritam refers to karma. Napumsake bhave taha. Here ta pratyaya is added in the sense of bhava. So kritam means karma. Tasya antaha. Tasya kritasya antaha. The culmination. Anta means culmination. Parisamaptihi. Yatra saha kritantaha. So kritasya antaha yatra saha kritantaha. Bahurihi samasa. Karmantaha iti etat. So kritanta means karmantaha, where the karma culminates. All the karmas culminate in Vedanta. Therefore, Vedanta is called Kritantaha. Where is it told that the karmas culminate in Vedanta? Bhashyakara quotes from Bhagavad Gita itself in order to show that the Vedanta Jnana puts an end to all the karma. Yavanartha udapani. So he gives two quotations. The first quote is Yavanartha udapani. Yavanartha udapani sarvatas sampratodake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanataha. Even this shloka reveals that a jnani is free from the need for any karma. A jnani who has attained the vision of Vedanta is free from all karma. All karmas are redundant for him. This is one quotation. And another, Sarvam karmakhilam partha jnane parisamapyate. All the karmas culminate in jnana. Iti. On account of these statements, we can understand Atmajnane Sanjate. Once the Atmajnana arises, Sarvakarmanam Nivrittim Darshayati. Bhagavan himself in these shlokas shows that all the karmas go away. Sarvakarmanam Nivrittihi. The karmas cease to be present when Atmajnana arises. Ataha, therefore, tasmin atmajnanarthe sankhye kritante. Therefore, Vedanta Shastra is called Sankhya and Kritanta. Atmajnanarthe, the Vedanta which reveals Atmajnana. Sankhye Kritante means Vedante. Proktani, these 5 karanas are told. Siddhaye means Nishpatyartham. To bring about, to accomplish. Sarvakarmanam, all karmas. Sarvakarmanam siddhaye etani panchakaranani. These 5 karanas are meant for bringing about any action, and they are told in Sankhya Kritanta. They are told in Vedanta Shastra. Tani me nibodha. Understand it from my words. Shloka 14. Bhagavan enumerates the 5 factors, the 5 causes of action. Adhishthanam tatha karta. Karanam cha prathak vidham. Vividhascha prathak cheshtaha. Daivam chaivatra panchamam. So, atra. Sorry. So, atra means Sarvakarmanam siddhaye. In order to, sorry, Bhashyakara does not take it like that. Okay. Let us, atra will combine with Daivam only, not with others. So, Adhishthanam, the first one is Adhishthana. Adhishthana means the locus. The locus for performing any karma. It is the body, Shariram. Because we do all karmas in this body. All karmas happen in this body. Tatha karta and karta, the doer is the Atma associated with the Upadhi. The Upahita Atma, Atma Vidhi Upadhi, Buddhyadi Upadhi is the Karta. Karanancha prathakvidham, prathakvidham karanancha, various types of karanas, instruments. Instrument refers to the indriyas. The indriyas are karanas. They are the instruments for doing karma. विविधाश्च पृथक् चेष्टाः, विविधाः various types of चेष्टाः activities, functions. Here functions refer to the functions of prana, like breathing, etc. The functions of prana, they are vividhaha, various types, and they are prathak. Prathak means mutually distinct. Each function of prana is distinct from the other, not mixed up. Daivam chaivatra panchamam. So, atra, among these, Daivam cha panchamam. Daiva means the devatas. The devatas that bless our indriyas, our senses. Like eyes are blessed by Surya, etc. They are the Daivas. Daiva is the Panchama, the fifth Karana. Kanitani Bhashya, Kanitani iti uchyate adhishthanam ichha dvesha sukha dukkha jnanadinam abhivyaktehe आश्रयः अधिष्ठानं शरीरं कानितानि, which are the five karanas. What are the five karanas? Iti uchyate, it is being told. Adhishthanam. Adhishthanam literally means locus. Ashraya, locus or support. Here, adhisthana refers to sharira, the body. Why the body is called adhisthana? Why the body is called locus? Because it is where all our thoughts, all our emotions, all our experiences manifest. Suppose we have a desire, where is it manifesting? Here. Suppose there is a pleasure, where is it manifesting? Here. Suppose there is a pain, where is it manifesting? Here. Therefore, this Sharira is the locus of all our experiences. We are experiencing everything in this body. Ichha, Dvesha, Sukha, Dukkha, Jnanadinam, Abhivyaktehe, Ashrayaha. Adhishthanam means Ashraya. Ashraya of what? Ashraya of the Abhivyakti, the manifestation, the expression of Ichha, desire, Dvesha, hatred, Sukha, pleasure, Dukkha, pain, Jnana, knowledge, and so on. Even karma action manifests in this body. Any movement manifests in this body. Ashrayaha. Since Sharira is the Ashraya of all these, Sharira is called Adhisthana. Tatha Karta, and also Karta. We have read this, right? Upadhi Lakshanaha Bhokta. So Karta refers to, we have not read. Kani Tani. Okay. Tatha Karta Upadhi Lakshanaha Bhokta Karanam cha Shotradikam Shabdadyupalabdhaye Prathak Vidham Nana Prakaram Dvadasha Sankhyam Vividhascha Prathak Cheshtaha Vayaviyaha Pranapanadyaha Daivam Chaiva Daivameva Cha Atra Eteshu Chaturushu Panchamam Panchanam Puranam Adityadi Chakshuraadyanugrahakam Tatha Karta, and Karta. Who is Karta? Upadhi Lakshanaha. Upadhi Lakshanaha means Upadhi Vishishtaha. Upahitaha Atma. The Atma associated with the Upadhi means the Jivatma. Jivatma is the Karta. And the Karta is also Bhokta. Bhokta. So Karta is Upadhi Lakshanaha Atma. Means Upadhi Vishishtaha Atma. Upahitaha Atma. The same Atma is Bhokta also. Karta is also Bhokta. karanancha prithagvidham. So karana means instrument. What are the instruments? Shotradikam, shotra, etc. The indriyas, etc. Sorry, the shotra, etc. They are called karana because they are the instruments for shabdadi upalabdhi. Shabdadi upalabdhaye karanam. They serve as instruments for the perception of shabda, etc. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. Therefore, they are called karana, indriya. Karana is prathagvidham. Prathagvidham means nana prakaram, various types. Dvadasha Sankhyam, they are 12 in number. Karanas are 12 in number. And each one is different in type. Because the function of one karana is different from the other. Shotram, it is one karana. It perceives only shabda. Tvagindriya perceives only touch. Therefore, prathagvidham, nana prakaram. There are various types. Vividhascha prathak cheshtaha, and vividhaha cheshtaha, various functions. Here cheshtaha refers to vayaviyaha cheshtaha. Vayaviyaha means belonging to vayu, belonging to prana. Here vayu refers to prana. The functions of prana, prana vrittis, the vrittis of prana. And the vrittis of prana are called by 5 names: prana, apana, etc. Prana apanadhyaha, prana vritti, apana vritti, vyana vritti, udana vritti, and samana vritti. They are called vividhaha cheshtaha, various cheshtaha, vrittis of prana. And they are prithak. Prithak means each one is distinct from the other. Anandagiri says, Pruthaktvam asankirnatvam. They are asankirna. They are not mixed together. Each vritti can be distinctly recognized. Daivam chaiva, Daivam eva cha, Daiva alone. Atra means eteshu chaturshu. Among these 4. Panchamam. Panchamam means panchanam puranam panchamam. So panchanam puranam. The one who completes the number 5 is called panchama. It is purana pratyayanta. Tasya purane dat. There is a pratyaya, tadhita pratyaya is added to numbers in the sense of purana. One which completes a particular number. In that sense, the pratyaya is added. So dat pratyaya is added. Then nantad asankhyader nantat mat. There is a mat pratyaya. Nantad asankhyader mat. So dat and mat both come. Dat pratyaya and mat agama. That is how it becomes a panchama. Fifth. When we say fifth, what do we mean? Fifth means the one who completes the number 5 is called fifth. That is called Tasya Puranam. One who completes the number 5. The pratyaya is added in the sense of the one who completes this number. In Sanskrit, everything is systematic, everything is thorough. In English, when we say 11th, 5th, 6th, we don't know what it really means. It's not analyzed. But in Vyakarana, everything is analyzed. When we say 5th, what do you mean? 5th means the one who completes the number 5. That is why a pratyaya is added after 5. So Panchanam Puranam Panchama. It is the one that completes the number 5. What is it? Daivam. Daivam means Devaha. Devaha eva Daivam. Adityadi. The Daiva is Aditya, etc., which bless various component of our Upadhi. Chakshuradi Anugrahakam. The Adityadi Devatas which bless Chakshuhu, etc. Chakshurindriya, etc. Each Indriya has a Devata. We have seen it in Tattvabodha. Shariravaangmanobhiryat karma prarabhate naraha nyayam va viparitam va panchaite tasya hetavaha. Now, Bhagavan enumerates 3 types of karmas. The karmas that are accomplished through Sharira, Vak, and Manas. It is one way of classifying the karma. Whether it is Sharira karma, or Vachika karma, or Manasa karma. All karmas are included in these 3 categories. Sharira karma, Vachika karma, and Manasa karma. This is one way of classifying the karma. Another way of classifying the karma is Nyaya and Viparita. Nyaya means Shastriya karma, dharma, and Viparita karma means Ashastriya karma, meaning adharma. So, one way of classifying is Sharira, Vachika, and Manasa. Another way of classifying is Nyaya and Viparita. Now you can make a table. The rows are two columns, two rows and three rows and two columns. So Sharira, Vachika, Manasa. Each one Nyaya, Viparita. That is how the karmas are classified. So there will be six rooms, 6 boxes. All karmas that we perform will fall under any of these 6 boxes. Now Bhagavan says all these 6 types of karmas, their hetus are these 5 only. Their causes are these 5 only. Adhishtanam, etc. Naraha, a human being, Sharira Vang Manobhihi, through Sharira or through Vak, Vagindriya, or through Manas, mind, Yat Karma Prarabhate, Yat Karma, any karma he performs, Prarabhate, Nyayam va Viparitam va. The karma may be Nyaya or Viparita. Nyayat anapetam Nyayam. Nyaya means that which is in keeping with the dharma. Dharmyam ityartha. So yat nyayam va viparitam va karma prarabhate. He does nyaya karma or viparita karma. Viparita means opposite. Opposite of nyaya means anyaya, adharma. Ete pancha tasya hetavaha. These 5 only, which are mentioned in Shloka 14, are the hetus of all those karmas. Shariravaangmanobhihi yat karma tribhihi etaihi prarabhate nirvartayati naraha nyayam va dharmyam shastriyam विपरीतं वा अशास्त्रीयम् अधर्म्यम् यच्चापि निमिषित चेष्टादि जीवन हेतुः तदपि पूर्वकृत धर्माधर्मयोरेव कार्यम इति न्याय विपरीतयोरेव ग्रहणेन गृहीतं पंच एते यथोक्ताः तस्य सर्वस्यैव कर्मणः हेतवः कारणानि शरीरवाङ्मनोभिः through sharira, vak and manas. Yat karma tribhihi etai, through these three. Yat karma prarabhate, prarabhate is equal to nirvartayati, performs. Naraha, a human being. Nyayam va, nyayam is equal to dharmyam. It is in accordance with the dharma, meaning shastriya. It is in accordance with the shastra. Viparitam va, viparitam is equal to ashastriyam. Ashastriyam means adharmyam. It is opposite of dharmya, adharma. Yachapi, and now see, Bhagavan classified the karma into dharmya and adharmya. Now there will be certain karmas that are neutral, like blinking the eyelids, etc., or even eating, etc., which are necessary for conducting our life. Without eating, breathing, blinking the eyes, etc., life is not possible. So they are jivana hetu. Jivana hetu means they are the essentials for life. They are neither directly, they don't come under dharmya or adharmya, because blinking the eyes, who tells you you should blink the eyes? Shastra does not say you blink the eyes every it is not so. Yeah, and Shastra does not say you should not blink also. So what about these karmas? Are they included in these two, Nyaya or Viparita? Then Bhashyakara says, even though they are not directly included under Nyaya or Viparita, yet even blinking, etc., are the effect of some other Shastriya or Ashastriya karma. Even blinking, etc., is a result of our punya or papa. Because even the janma, birth, is a result of our earlier punya or papa, or both punya and papa, mishra. Therefore, everything, every action that we do just for conducting our life is also a result of our punya or papa. Therefore, indirectly, even blinking, breathing, etc., are included under Shastriya and Ashastriya. See, yachapi nimishita chestitadi, nimishita chestadi, nimishita chesta means blinking, the activity of blinking, etc., the function of blinking, etc., which is Jivana Hetu, which is essential for life, tadapi, even that, Purvakrita Dharma Dharmayoreva Karyam, it is the Karya, the effect of the Dharma and Adharma that we have done earlier in some previous lives. Iti, therefore, even such activities are included in Nyaya or Viparita. Nyaya Viparitayoreva Grahanena, by the mention of Nyaya and Viparita, Grihitam, even they are mentioned. Even they are mentioned in effect. Therefore, all the karmas that happen in our body, in our upadhi, are included under Nyaya and Viparita. Pancha ete means yathoktaha, the ones mentioned in the previous shloka. Tasya sarvasyaiva karmanaha, of all those karmas. Hetavaha means karanani, they are the hetus for, they are the causes for all the karma. All types of karma are caused by the five. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.